Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for the week of July 22nd through the 28th, 2019. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. All of my readings are on sale and they are marked down. No promo code is needed until July 26, 2019. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. So let's go ahead and get into your horoscopes for this week. So immediately I'm going to start with Aries. Aries, this week you have a lot of things going on. One of the things, it's like you're feeling a little serious in the beginning of the week. A lot of you are going to be kind of cutting out maybe certain routines that you've been doing, whether it's yoga or working out. You may not feel that motivation, so to speak. So this week there's going to be a lot of more of your energy pulled in a different direction. It almost feels like there is maybe someone that is being kind of deceptive or kind of shady. And so a lot of your attention and focus is going to be on this individual. Don't feed too much of that energy of yourself into that, kind of remove that. There is also a sense of finality when it comes to maybe finishing your work on time and getting things that need to be done, and you will be getting it done even though there are some minor distractions in the beginning of the week. When we get into later in the week, there is going to be some kind of decision that you're having to make. You could be feeling, a lot of you could be feeling like maybe there's two different directions that you could go, or there's a decision, but you're kind of like swaying back and forth like a pendulum, kind of swaying back and forth, not really sure of what you want to do. And things are going to become a little bit more apparent for you on what direction you need to take. This almost feels like, it could be like, you having to do something in your family, maybe like a certain taking care of someone, or going out of your your schedule and your own family time to help somebody else in your family with some kind of problem that they have. So ultimately it's going to fall on you to really ask yourself, do you want to do that, or where you should go next? And that's the energy for this week for Aries. All right, the next horoscope is for Taurus. Taurus, this week is a lot of patience is needed, Taurus. It feels like maybe you're at the end of your ropes, or you're at the end of a situation right now in your life where you're just kind of like tired of it. You're tired of maybe your routine, your daily job. You may be tired of some people being petty, or even online troll bullying, like trolls, that are online if you have a social media presence. But there's a sense of you like needing to kind of detract away from and maybe put away the technology for a little bit. This could be taking a hiatus off of social media for a day or a couple of hours throughout the day. That's going to help you a lot. A lot of you are also dealing with some kind of stronger themes. Not everyone that is a Taurian is going to be dealing with this, but some of you are dealing with stronger themes of feeling like, maybe some people are just on your case. There's some negativity looming. Maybe you're feeling attacked by certain people, and this is kind of like the beginning of the week going towards like Wednesday. But as we get later into the week, there's a lot of positivity, a lot of happiness when it comes to your money, to your finances. So a lot of you are going to be sitting there kind of, thinking about your money, how you can use it, how can it be invested. A lot of you are doing planning and just assessing, where you want to go from this point forward with your finances. And if you're not where you want to be right now in your finances, you will be kind of like making plans and basically sitting down and really assessing, like I said, everything money related, and maybe working with your partner if you are in a marriage or a partnership, and combining incomes and kind of seeing, what can you both do. Maybe you have some wiggle room there to kind of treat yourselves to something different, whether this is, buying new furniture or taking a trip. So there's a lot of good positive energy that surrounds you this week, Taurus, but you have to kind of get through that, those emotions that you're going to be feeling very deeply at the beginning of the week. So many blessings to all of my Taurians out there. Gemini, this week for you, Gemini, it's a quite different week. This is a week in which you may be communicating a lot with a male energy, or you could have a male energy on your mind. A lot of you that may be females or males that, maybe are single, looking to date someone. There could be someone that strikes your eye, or has, you have some deep feelings for a crush, etc. So a lot of you are kind of contemplating whether you should you know, be more vocal or make it the first move, etc. And a lot of you are just gonna just sit there and just wait it out. You're not necessarily ready to make a move, even though some of you may be a little bit more outspoken. Some of you Geminis and may actually make a move. There is also a sense of loss this week when it comes to something. This could be like perhaps maybe you make the move and that person doesn't respond, or your feelings are not reciprocated in some kind of way. This could also just not be even in related to romance, but in friendships, where you feel like maybe some of your friendships are not being reciprocated in the same manner and the time and energy that you're giving to people. And this week is a lot about giving for Geminis. I feel like a lot of you out there are going to be giving to other people your time and your energy. The thing is that other people that may need your energy, like people close to your home, your friend, your immediate family members, or very, very close friends that are like soul family, they may be feeling kind of neglected or out if you're helping other people that just barely have come into your space or into your circle of friends. And so again, you're just going to have to kind of find some balance this week when it comes to all areas of your life. A lot of you also this week are getting revelations. These are more karmic in nature. Maybe somebody did you wrong, and now you're kind of seeing karma being played out. And, with social media, a lot of this can be visible, on post, and even if you're not friends anymore, but there is going to be word of mouth or some way that some kind of form of dissemination that you're going to receive this info and kind of going to validate what you already knew, that the universe is kind of, providing justice for someone that maybe hurt you in your life, or that did you wrong, or betrayed you, backstabbed you, whatever the situation was. There is karmic justice being played out this week for some of us Geminis. And so that is the horoscope for this week. Cancer, this week for you, Cancer, there is a lot of fulfillment for you. You've had some couple of rough weeks. The last couple of weeks have been pretty straining and maybe stifling for you, and some of you at least. But this week there tends to be some fulfillment on a very deep emotional level. So like if you are single and now you're dating someone, there could be a relationship being taken to the next level. There's a lot of intimacy being exchanged, a lot of sexual energy being exchanged. There is some fear though that you hold on to this week. Perhaps not knowing perhaps the unknown scares you in some way, not knowing what the future holds, not necessarily being too focused on that, but it still is a human emotion. It's very normal to kind of feel kind of, I guess the word I'm looking for is shaken up a little bit when you don't have control over situations. And so Spirit is kind of saying release and have faith, reconnect to the higher power. A lot of you that are Cancerians out there, Moonchilds, you are going to be getting a lot of deep intuition this week, giving you signs and symbols, and kind of helping you understand situations around yourself and around where your life is at right now. Whereas you didn't have that clarity before, and now you're going to have it. There is someone younger. This feels like someone that's very young, could be your children if you have children, that may be feeling or going through some kind of sadness in their life. This could be bullying. This could be just feeling kind of like they don't know the direction, especially if you have teenagers. Teenagers at that age typically are very unstable emotionally because they're going through different changes, hormones, etc. So you may have to be dealing with someone that possibly, like I said, a child, a teenager in your life who is kind of wayward, or just not or is just being a little difficult. Maybe they need some kind of counseling or some kind of mother or father bonding time. So definitely put your focus on that. But that is the energy for my Cancerians for this week. Leo, a lot of you out there right now are this week in particular could be taking trips. You could be kind of moving away from a situation that is no longer working out for you. It feels like, this is a very painful situation. It hurts you to kind of, ignore someone or kind of push them out of your life, but in some ways, that this is a very toxic person, potentially an energy vampire. So wherever you are having to kind of ignore them or create radio silence, as I like to say, this is something that is very much needed right now, and it's something that you should do, because again, although that there is a lot of pain, there is a potential for great healing for you, Leo. And so this week, you're going to kind of be also looking at your job, and you could be feeling like you're going back and forth in your job, or you're being overworked, overstretched in some kind of way. But there is this level of continuous quantum flow of, just being in sync with your job. Even though there's lows and there's highs in your job, you ultimately are a master at your craft. You like what you do. You just may be going through some more of the emotional aspects of your thoughts and your feelings, and this could be kind of influencing your work ethic, or your ability to carry out your job in some ways. So some of you may be calling in sick. Some of you may need some time this week, even if it's just a personal day. But you're kind of, tired by the end of the week. You don't really want to, be giving people your time and your energy, your friends. You may want to be more recluse, more introverted, staying in your home. There is some caution, though, with you right now, being that you are in a vulnerable state. Well, some of you are in a very vulnerable state. Kind of trusting everyone, because not everyone that you tell, your life, or the current things that are happening in your life are necessarily good people that you should be talking, about all of this that's going on. So, use discretion, use due diligence. Not everyone needs to know of your personal situations, and the less that you say sometimes is better. So really be very careful with what you're saying and to who you are saying it to, because a lot of times people want to know what's going on in our life, not so much to help us, but rather to use that later on at a different time against us in some kind of way. So just caution is warranted, my fellow Leos. Thank you. Virgo out there, my Virgos, this week is going to be quite a trying week. This is going to be an emotional week for a lot of you. A lot of you are coming out of a bad situation, whether this was an argument over the weekend or last week, going through some purging of some emotions. It feels very much like your love life is turned upside down. Well, for many of you, this may not be to apply to every Virgo out there, but a lot of you may be feeling like your love life is upside down. Maybe you've been single for too long and you're just asking yourself or giving up hope, or, what are you doing wrong? Or if you're in a relationship, why is it that your partner is acting out in a certain manner that is not typically normal of them? Why are they acting crazy? Well, because first of all, there's a lot of retrogrades out there, and also the vibration on Earth right now, especially this week in itself, is going to be kind of everywhere. There's also a deep theme right now with a lot of Virgos out there, where you kind of are tuning in more into your shadow side, your shadow self, and really asking yourself to be more fluid, more consistent with your actions and with your time, and also to kind of be more vocal about the things that you keep more hidden to yourself, and kind of get this out. But there is a lot of change coming, and some of you are not going to be prepared for this change, but you just need to go with the flow. I would definitely recommend Lemurian quartz for a lot of you Virgos out there, and kind of holding that on your third eye while you lay down and meditate. Like, close your eyes, and just place that right in between your eyebrows. The Lemurian quartz, like a small piece of Lemurian quartz. That would be very helpful to kind of balance your energy, etc. So best wishes out there to all my Virgos. Libra, this week for you, Libra, it is all about you kind of relaxing a lot more. I feel like a lot of you now kind of have a better perspective as to your careers, or maybe entrepreneurial, you know, jobs that you want to do, or being more self-employed. There's a lot of that communication coming through. You feeling maybe like writing down an action plan or your plans on what you need to do, your supplies, kind of planning everything and mapping everything out. There is someone in your life. This could be a male, whether it's your child, or it is a grown friend. There is someone that's going through a rough period emotionally, and they may be coming towards you for some kind of solace or some kind of insight. And this could even be you, if you tend to vibrate more on your masculine side, where you're feeling kind of, just worn down and tired by work. It feels like everything requires a lot more energy these days to get done in your life, and people are more demanding. And basically, Spirit is saying that you may need to just kind of create some healthy boundaries, and setting your foot down a little bit more strongly so that people won't take advantage of you. But it seems like also, if you are single, that you won't be single for too much longer. There is some strong, intense energy, and it's like something inside of you is awakened and wanting to kind of reach out and wanting to be loved and desiring affection or attention in some way. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we all deserve love and we all want someone to love us, but we have to love ourselves first. And so I feel like with a lot of you out there, that's something that's coming to your realization, and also it's manifesting, and you've been working on yourself. So be ready for that roller coaster ride, because it's coming. And that's the horoscope for my Librans out there. Scorpio, this week for you, Scorpios, a lot of you out there are very much walking away from drama. A lot of you have been working very independently, very long hours, and you are feeling like, you've got the things done that you needed to have done. And you're just ready to kind of just like wrap it up. Like, a lot of you have that mentality even in your work. You may be, if you work on 9 to 5, you may be looking at the clock the last hour with nothing to do, and just sitting there and wanting, to work somewhere else, or do something that kind of more invigorates you or invigorates your life. Some of you also are going to be going through some kind of, arguments or situations that require you to defend your stance or your beliefs or your opinions on a situation or some kind of conversation that is taking place. So you maybe feel like you have several people maybe coming against you or ganging up on you, but you have the upper hand, because what you're talking about makes a lot of sense, even though some people may not want to believe that, but it does. And Spirit is saying that basically to not sway from your convictions, do not change who you are or your beliefs or your principles. What you are saying, makes a lot of sense. When it comes to your money situation, though, there's a lot of upset that you're going through. Perhaps you've been noticing that you have a lot of money going out, a lot of expenses, and not a lot of money coming in. This is going to kind of create some strain with a lot of you out there, but you just need to continue to hold tight. Things look like they are going to be changing here soon, but right now, again, there's some worries and focus around your money area, and so this will have you thinking of ways to maybe fix this, or doing something to get more money. This could be like taking on a second job, or doing turning a hobby into more of a job or a passion project. So yeah, that's the horoscope this week for Scorpio. All right, for my Sagittarians out there this week, you have a lot of feelings of feeling trapped in a certain situation. This could be you trying to figure out why you feel that way. Perhaps it's because you don't know, but this feels like it's almost like being in a relationship that is unhappy or that's been toxic for quite some time. That's kind of what I'm getting for some of you Sagittarians out there. And, a lot of times we tend to put a blindfold on our eyes, or we kind of, are blinded by love, and we really don't don't see the aspects or qualities that make us miserable, whereas there's other people around us that are trying to help us and give us that insight and letting us know that things are just not the way that they should be. They're stagnant. But I also get that there is a sense of maybe feeling like you're kind of being things are flipping on you, things are turning around, kind of like your world is turning upside down and you're being shaken to your core. But through all of this, there's going to be transformation, but you have to be patient, because I feel like a lot of you, when things don't happen when you want them to happen, there is a sense of like giving up, or this sense of like, is the universe really listening? Is there really a God? Is there really a goddess? Is there really a higher power out there? And the answer is yes. But again, patience is going to be required, because everything comes in due time, in divine timing, and we cannot change that. So again, this is for the horoscope for my Sagittarians out there, being patient, trying to break away or get away from all of this darker energy that's going to be surrounding this week in particular. All right, for my Capricorns out there, this is a very productive week. A lot of you are going to get straight into it. You're going to clear out a lot of work and have a lot of meetings, maybe returning emails or phone calls. It's going to be a very busy week on a very much personal level, social level, work level. You're going to have a lot of your time preoccupied. A lot of you need to pace yourselves because you may be feeling a little unbalanced or uncentered, and this could just be you needing meditation. There could be something that happens around your family life that has you questioning perhaps where you're at right now, what needs to change. So a lot of you may be actually going through some changes or some realizations that need to be carried out when it comes to your home life. There is also you teaching some other people a lesson. This could be not you like actually going through anything dramatic, but really maybe just showing someone or giving them some valuable insight. There's going to be some deep conversations for you Capricorns out there this week in particular. It's going to kind of help you heal when you're able to help heal others. Whether it's just talking to them, giving them some wisdom and imparting your advice. It's going to help you also feel some healing. A lot of you are also sitting a little bit better financially. You're holding on to your money. You are someone that is, that really is very wise when it comes to budgeting and really working with your finances. And so this week, you're just going to continue to do that. But a lot of you may be planning on buying something that's really big, like a big item, whether this is an appliance, a vehicle, or even just moving homes, etc. There is a lot of consideration about where your money is going. So that's the energy this week for my Capricorns. All right, this is the horoscope for Aquarius. So Aquarians out there, this week there is a finality that is occurring in your life. This could be you looking at something, a chapter in your life and kind of closing those doors, or really just kind of, coming to the realization that, being away from someone or a situation for a prolonged period of time has kind of helped you to feel, or see that there is an ending that needs to happen in some kind of way. This could be just like, removing the toxic people from your life and replacing them with people that support you or that are more aligned with your energetic vibration. A lot of you are feeling less trapped and confined to a situation, so you may be finding a solution to kind of get away from that. There's a lot of hard work that is being done this week. So again, your focus is between your personal life and your work life, but you are very, very, very concentrated and focused and dedicated to your job this week. But there is a level of caution that is needed, because it's fair to say that things that glitter may not be gold. All that glitters may not be gold in your life, meaning that there could be certain people that seem to have, be very much your friend or be very much on your side, etc. But there could be an ulterior motive, that the reason that there are your friend or in your social circle is because they want something in return eventually, and that's going to come to light. So just stay awoke and stay basically vigilant on that. So that's the horoscope for Aquarians. Pisces, this week for you, Pisces, it is a week in which you are finding that, maybe what you're wanting to seek out for you may require some additional work or research for you. A lot of you could be in transition right now to a new job or starting something new, and you're kind of like not sure if it's going to be worth investing this much time and energy into that project. But a lot of you are going to receive that validation that yes, you are on the right path, and to continue marching forward in the speed of light. A lot of you seem like you may be chasing someone or chasing something that you want, and you have to go after your dreams, and you do have to pursue them. But if this is more about your love life and you chasing someone and they're not reciprocating that energy back to you, again, this is going to be something that's very draining. So later this week, you may be feeling like you need to stay more at home or more take like a mini sabbatical for a day or two and just kind of reassess your relationships, your friendships, and how valued you really are. Someone saying that you are loved or valued is different if their actions don't measure up to the words. So again, you have to kind of compare what level of effort is being put in, rather than just receiving some pleasantries or some good comments. If there's not enough action behind that, where you want things to change, right now things are going to be a little slower, but again, there is a potential for that to change. It's going to all depend on your patience and your ability to accelerate that by manifesting. So a lot of you need to work with your manifesting, maybe working on some candle magic to invite prosperity and abundance into your life, and that will help you as well. So these are the horoscopes for all of for this week for Pisces, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray, and don't forget, all of my psychic readings are on sale until July 26, 2019. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing week wherever you are in the world.